2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome, NBA fans, and you know who you are. Ernie Johnson here with you again, along with Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, for what is still a very new, a very fresh NBA season. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, a finals rematch. They better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. Guys, all around the league, you can see that level of respect that LeBron commands. Is he still one of the most intimidating players that you'll play against?
Oh, well, listen. If you're not intimidated, you're silly. However, you're still going to play hard. But there is a level of intimidation with all the awards, all the hardware that he's got, and he's still probably the most physically dominating force in the game. You know, a freak of nature.
You know, now that Kobe's gone, LeBron is now the elder statesman of the league, and rookies grew up watching them play at 256% body fat. I need to go on that diet.
Do you think somebody can be intimidating and silly at the same time?
Well,
if you're not intimidated, you're silly.
No question.
Well, what about silly intimidating?
Oh, that's what I'm feeling right now.
Oh.
And I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, that's your seat buzzing. Nice. That's your seat buzzing.
But you know who does understand that?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan.
Okay.
Can you spell that, tough guy?
Welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analyst, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. And in one of the all-time classic series, they won Game 7, forever cementing themselves as NBA champions.
And this is their first matchup against this team since they knocked them off in the NBA Finals.
Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the center position. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
I love seeing LeBron James back in line. I think he's here where he belongs and isn't going anywhere else. You know, nevertheless, he's kept that player option after every season, something that gives him a lot of control over his future.
And LeBron with a huge voice, it seems, in the Cavaliers' decision-making. Everything from roster decisions, Doris, to who's the head coach.
Well, there's always a lot of questions about how much power LeBron wields in any organization he plays for. It would be a tricky balance for any head coach because you're in the lead role. For LeBron, he's a great player, and he wants to put greatness around him.
Durant with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Curry gets the bucket.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
LeBron kicks to Turner. Outside, George. James against Durant. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Inside, it's stolen by Green. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another three for Golden State.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he needs to become the primary focus for that defense right away. Try to cool him off before he gets too hot.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And he's able to get it back. And he gets it back. Curry passes to Pachulia. The wide open look for Durant. Again, Durant missing.
In this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
George dishes to Irving. Back to George to end the run. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And the way a team plays early, Doris, can be vastly different than how they finish a season.
Well, you know, anything can happen over the course of a 6 to 7 month season. 1, trades. 2, injuries. Has a rookie sort of played a bigger part in your success than maybe you thought? I think what happens early can define what happens late.
Well, injuries and trades are two very disruptive things that teams have got to deal with.
I think to adjust on the fly to new personnel, whether be it because, as you say, whether it's an injury or whether it's a trade, I think that that's a very hard dynamic. So if you've established habits early, it helps smooth that over.
Outside Curry. The feed now to Thompson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved their layup.
And so Thompson nails both.
Well, he's just got terrific touch of the line. We've seen that over and over again.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, but we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
And it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
Yeah, I expect them to come out aggressive, and they're going to be willing to take chances, try to create turnovers, and be disruptive as they possibly can.
Yeah, this looks like a free game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Irving kicks to Turner. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Yeah, guys, that takes vision and timing to put it on time and on target.
Thompson passes to Curry. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 11.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
That kind of ability to adjust in the air is the only way to do it when you're faced with that much of a size disadvantage in the paint.
Here's James following the basket by Stephen Curry. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pachulia with the screen on Whiteside. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Pachulia. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Irving with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. In the corner, George with it. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Listen, they rely heavily on his offense. He rarely lets them down.
Curry gets to Green. Green, the screen. High post, Pachulia. Thompson inside the line. The Cavaliers pull it in. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Well, hard to dispute. They faced very little resistance. But still, you have to convert when given the opportunity, and they certainly did.
Now Irving, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Curry with the steal.
Fucking God.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry's got the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
Yeah, flawless fast break. Didn't slow down until the ball hit the bottom of the bucket.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are their brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10. And he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
And Cleveland making a change here. Sanders is checked in. Green with the block. And they get it back. Shot clock at 3. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's James outside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. On the wing, Green. It's up a 3. Wow, through the contact. And that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
In a week, point forwards in the league before, but Draymond Green really in a lot of ways is a new breed of a point forward. I mean, he does it as an undersized power forward. He does it on a team that plays at an extremely high tempo. And remember, he's also asked oftentimes to guard centers and post players. And so when you factor in the overall versatility that he brings to your roster, he's as valuable as anybody in our league.
Now, here's LeBron, and he also played really well in that win against the Hornets. Iguodala outside, and it's Clark in the corner. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Clark's got his first 3 points of the game. And with Green, so often you'll see him grab a rebound, bring it up the floor, then set up the score. He really looks like a point guard.
Passes as well as any lead guard in our league, has a great idea of the moment, knows exactly when and where everyone is on the floor, and minimizes his turnovers as well, and has a terrific assist-to-turnover ratio.
You guys know LeBron James relishes every chance he gets from the foul line, and usually he'll knock them down.
Pick by West. Back to Curry, shoots the 3. LeBron grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 10. He dishes it to George. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's exactly how to work it to your advantage. If you're the big man, take your guy down low.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Here's Clark. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans. Green dishes to Iguodala. Curry against George. 18 feet out. Keeps it alive. The rebound by Paul George. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Screen by Sanders. Irving for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Released so quick, especially off the pass.
Here's Clark, covered by Irving. Clark kicks to Curry. From past the arc. Curry with another miss.
You know, I like him trying to answer back, but just not going for it right there.
And LeBron throws it down.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Curry passes to West. Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Clark. West outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And too long on the shot. And here are the Cavaliers. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Nobody near Irving. Sanders dishes to Turner. And George kicks to LeBron. The pass to Sanders. It's stolen by Green. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clark. They'll get another chance. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Iguodala, the pass to Curry.
Oh, come on.
Shot clock at 6. Green dishes to Clark. Curry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got 13.
Hitting a high percentage of his shots. He's been a real catalyst for their success.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Curry. Curry against Irving. Another miss by Irving.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And that one's good. Green.
You know, step slow on the defensive end, and it cost them 3 points. Bad decision.
Outside Irving. Pass to Sanders. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. For Cleveland, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9.
Larry Sanders. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Larry Sanders drops them both. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Livingston. He kicks it to Clark. No good trying to beat the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even killed. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited about it.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stance-wise?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
Smart basketball. Be patient. Don't force anything. Let the game come to you.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. Durant is out there with Pachulia, and it's Livingston in at the one spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, all of us saw Paul George's compound fracture playing for Team USA. It was one of the most devastating ankle injuries we've seen. But he's back now, and he says it put everything in perspective. That this game can be gone any second. I've got to enjoy this ride, enjoy this journey. I'm much more happy. I just see things in a different light now.
Yep, great to have him back in action, D.A. Thank you.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage. And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness.
Good point.
He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
Now here's Smart. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
Just 3 to shoot. The try by James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Warriors.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
Warriors leading by 8. From 7. Here's Thompson. Nice work on the board. Staying off with the basket.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
That was some serious hustle right there. You have to love a team with a big lead still pounding the offensive glass.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And again, LeBron James. LeBron's got 9. And with Durant and his ability to stay focused on the court, Greg, you were just talking about this. A big example of that was last year when all the free agency speculation was floating around.
Yeah, and that can wear on a player when all the media is talking about your future. Durant has done a great job of blocking out the media the last few seasons and just focusing on winning. I mean, his focus on the court is a big part of why he is so consistent game to game.
This has been one of those nights where he's really struggled. And the team hasn't, but he has.
LeBron outside.
Foul, man.
And again, LeBron missing.
You know, something's off. His shot mechanics, perhaps, and they need him to shoot it well right now.
Now, here's Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Pachulia. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
You know, we think J.R. Smith is just a shooter, but make no mistake, he has no problem attacking the rim.
Warriors leading by 6. Now Livingston. On the wing, it's Iguodala. To the middle, here's Durant, and right side sends it back. James outside. LeBron with another miss. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Or Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. In the corner, it's James. Screen by Sanders. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Tries to snap the cold streak. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, we've seen a lot of players come and go in the NBA, Doris, and for the players that have a great career, what is the common aspect that threads these great players in your mind together?
2 things, talent and work ethic.
Well said. And you know, you look at the depth of the Warriors, never mind their dominant starting 5, Greg. Their reserves are as good as some starting units in the NBA.
And for some teams, that can cause problems, where guys aren't playing as much as they feel they deserve. When you're playing for a team that's competing for a championship, though, players understand that some sacrifice is required.
Now for Cleveland. Paul George comes in for LeBron. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for J.R. Smith. The Warriors also with a sub. Stephen Curry, who's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. And there's the pass to Sam. Durant with the steal. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, great showing for him last season. 1st in blocks, 3rd in rebounding, and he was number 3 in field goal percentage, one of the most efficient scorers in our league.
Curry kicks to Livingston. Back to Curry. Looking to end the drought. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
No, he's having one of those stretches where you just have to stand back and admire the work he's putting in on the basketball court.
Now, here is Irving. Leans inside.
Kyrie Irving, one of the most explosive scorers in the league, perhaps the best crossover in the... entire NBA, lightning quick in either direction, strings them together to leave defenders grasping at thin air.
Warriors leading by 7. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. You talk about Irving scoring. He can go for 50 on any given night.
Well, Kevin, listen, he's got the pull-up threes. He can finish around the rim. He's a shoot-first point guard, and not a bad fit playing alongside a point forward like LeBron.
And the Warriors making a change here. West is checked in. Now, here is Irving. He's got 7. And easy 2 points on the line. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed, look out.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
It is hard to dispute that the extra boards leading to extra possessions, converting on crucial baskets made all the difference. Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, of course, taking over midway through last season in unusual circumstances. Says he was blindsided by the change and described it as, quote, a whirlwind. That's a tricky position. You don't want to throw too much new stuff at the players all at once.
Taylor's checked in for Larry Sanders. Ian Clark's checked in for Golden State. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
And the Cavs' chemistry kept strengthening down the stretch of the season. Players, Doris, really developing that trust.
Well, to me, Kevin, that's a credit to Coach Lou because they came into the playoffs on an absolute tear. Lou became the first NBA coach to win his first 10 straight playoff games.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Irving dishes to Whiteside. On the jam by Whiteside.
But how about the vision of Kyrie Irving to set his teammate up for that bucket?
Warriors leading by 8. Clark kicks to Curry. Now the dish to Thompson. Durant with a screen on Irving. Feeds it to Durant. The screen from Thompson. Durant, the pass to Thompson. He doesn't hit that one. And Cleveland will come the other way.
It's ironic. As he continues to search for his rhythm, they continue to stay in the lead.
Passes to West. The screen from Thompson. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Smart.
That was an extremely weak screen. I mean, he clearly didn't want to sacrifice his body right there.
George against Thompson. And it's George missing.
He has the skills to finish that. I cannot believe he blew it.
Clark dishes to Curry. Curry with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 8. In the corner, George with it. Out to Turner. Dishes to Irving. Turner with the screen for Irving. Off the screen. Warriors with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Durant and Kevin Durant with the slam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done. Oh! Wow.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. George, that's a two-pointer. They get it back. And Turner gets to Irving. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving. And Kevin Durant again. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And there's 1:45 left in the first half of basketball. Kicks it to Clark. Takes the 3. And no good. George with the defensive effort. Pass to Irving. The feed to James. And Durant sends it back. Green passes to Clark. He dishes it to Curry. Bucket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. You know, what's amazing about Curry isn't just how dominant a shooter or player he is, but very few guys in the history of our game have actually changed it. And I think Steph Curry is rapidly moving into that category. I mean, now you see defenders who have to guard 35 feet away from the basket. You know, you generally don't see guys his size dominate the game when they don't feature that next level athleticism. So for what he's done, man, it is just incredible to watch.
LeBron against Durant. LeBron drives in. He gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
You know, last season, LeBron's lowest three-point percentage since his rookie season. He's still very efficient as a scorer, obviously, and he's still probably the most fearsome finisher in the league.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Lets it go with the 3. LeBron with another miss. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Curry dishes to Clark. Wants to screen on Irving. Clark. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for. And so that's the end of the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith, all set to take a look back at the first half of basketball. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Steph Curry is a flat-out assassin, Ernie. He is on his game tonight. Did you see that shot? There's not a shot he doesn't have in his arsenal. Runners, floaters, teardrops, and of course, the unos, dos, tres ball. Did I say that right, Eddie? Tres. Anyway, 3 ball. They want to stop him from continuing to do this. You know what, Ernie? I don't know what they got to do to stop him. This kid's on fire.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
All right, that is going to wrap up our half.
And now, the third quarter. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Always been a dynamic scorer.
What are you doing? God, it's gonna suck. You to go hide on Green.
And we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Well, there are very few defenders who can check him one-on-one. And in fact, collectively, he's a challenge for defenses.
Irving is out there with Smart. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Whiteside. And it's James in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Irving. Green with the block. George against Curry. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And on the way from Irving for 3, Kevin Durant with the rebound. Warriors leading by 12. He feeds it to Curry. Back to Durant. Fires from 14. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Durant's got 17 now.
Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but DA, he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
Boy, they can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Curry with the three. Outside for Durant.
No. I'm done with Cavs. Sorry. I can't put a good I cannot put